Good afternoon, students, and welcome to today's session about the business analytics, in which we will see today's lecture about the prescriptive steps in the business analysis, and after that we will see descriptive modeling in detail. So, prescriptive analytics. That is, what is prescriptive analytics? Prescriptive analytics is one type of analytics that suggests a way in developing the new technology in prescriptive way, that is called prescriptive analytics. So we will see the different types of steps in business analytics, of one taking example of linear programming. So there are different examples of prescriptive analytics: linear programming, non-linear programming, so integer programming. We will see linear programming steps in prescriptive analytics. So this is today's outline: prescriptive analysis steps in business analysis. So prescriptive steps in the business analysis. First step, prescriptive analytics involves the application of decision. So it is making the decision making management science. Management science is used for the operation research methodology to take the best allocation resources. That is called prescriptive analytics. These methods are used to optimally allocate firms' limited resources. So, prescriptive analytics will be used to allocate the resources in the firm and take best advantage for opportunity to predict the future trends. We can predict the future trends in the business analysis, like in weather forecasting or stock market extension or other applications like in finance. We can use that in prescriptive steps. The allocation problem of budget to purchase radio. So you want to allocate the budget for purchasing radio and TV, both as a constraint as an optimization problem. So it is one type of optimization problem. We have to solve this problem by using prescriptive analytics. So many optimization methods can be used to solve the prescriptive problems. Given these limitations and the model relationship, there is a relationship between the previous predictive analysis and the prescriptive analysis. We have to formulate the budget. So we have to formulate the budget for the allocation as an LP. LP stands for linear programming. Linear programming is one example of prescriptive analysis, which uses the 5-step linear formulation procedure. So there are 5 steps in linear programming for solving the prescriptive problem. First step is determine the type of problem. Which type of problem is there? Suppose we want to allocate the budget for the two devices, that is radio and TV, commercial products. Then these are the variables. We have to take x1 for radio and x2 for variable for the TV. These problems seeks to maximize dollar. So we will maximize the profit from that two product in the dollar product sales by determining how to allocate budget in radio as well as TV commercials. There are 2 parameters used as a product sales to maximize it. Therefore, we will get the maximization model. So we will get the maximum output from that problem by using prescriptive analytics. Next step is define the decision variables. Which type of decision variables are there? So there are 2 variables will be used in decision making for the prescriptive analytics. The decision variables for linear programming, that is linear programming model, are derived from multiple regression. There are 2 types of regression: simple regression and multiple regression. In multiple regression, there are 2 variables used: dependent variable and independent variable. So linear programming model is derived from the multiple regression model, independent variables. Third step is about the formulating the objective function. After decision variables defined, we have to formulate the function. We have to objective function will be used for the prescriptive analysis. So Z is an objective function which we will get the maximum profit in the business analytic product. So this result in the LP following a linear programming model, objective function, maximum profit, that is Z is a function, is equal to 275.69 x1 plus 48.34341 x2. So there is constant A and B. These are the constant, and x1 is variable, decision variable for purchasing radio, and x2 is decision variable for purchasing TV commercials. After that objective function, after that we will formulate the constraint. What type of constraint will be used for this optimization problem? So there are mainly four types of constraints will be used in in prescriptive analytics. So first constraint one, no more than $3,50,000 is allowed for the total budget to allocate the both radio X1 and TV X2 variable. So constraint is there, we cannot purchase both product X1 and X2 with greater than $3,55,000. So X1 plus X2 will be less than $3,55,000. So this is the first constraint. Second constraint is to get a discount on radio. If you want to give discount on radio X1 and minimum cost is 15,000 must be allocated. So we can allocate 15,000 rupees in radio, then the constraint will be X1 is greater than equal to 15,000. Constraint 3 is about to get the discount on TV. So if we want to contain the TV on X2 commercial product, then minimum cost will be $75,000 which will allocate to the TV. So constraint will be X2 is greater than equal to 75,000 rupees. Next constraint is constraint 4, which is used as a blending problem in the constraint. So this is the main constraint. 2x1 equal to 2x2. We will calculate this using in business analytics. After constraint, we will convert it into the extractable constraint, which is used in the right side as a variable. So there are two variables will be there, dependent variable and independent variable. 2x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. Last step in the prescriptive analysis step is fifth step. State the negativity, non-negative and given requirements. What are the requirements and non-negative function in the prescriptive analytics? So with only two variables, there are two variables used for the linear programming, X1 and X2. In this example, X1 for purchasing TV. The formal requirement in the formulation as a linear programming is expressed as X1 is X2 is greater than Z, that is we can get for the product X1 and 275.691 X1 plus 48.34 X2, subject to X1 plus X2 is less than equal to 3,50,000. X1 is greater than equal to 15,000, X2 is greater than equal to 75,000, 2x1 minus x2 is equal to 0 and x1 and x2 is greater than equal to 0. So this is the example of linear programming which we can solve using prescriptive analytics in business analysis. So this is about the prescriptive analytics step. Next topic is about the prescriptive modeling. So prescriptive modeling is an example of prescriptive analytics. So it is another name of prescriptive analytics. So we will see different types of prescriptive analytic model in detail, which is shown in the table. So first is linear programming. But linear programming is one type of programming where two variables will be used, x1 and x2, and different type of constraint will be used to get the maximum profit in the problem, which can be solved in linear way. That is called linear programming. A general purpose modeling method is applied to multi-constraint. So modeling methodology will be used for the multiple constraint, multiple problems when an optimal solution is get. So if we solve the multiple variable, then we get the optimal solution. It is ideal to complex and the large scale problem. So we can solve complex and large scale problem by using linear programming resources to allocate the multiple users. Second example is the integer programming. Integer programming is one type of decision variable where integer number is used for the values for the function. That is called integer programming. Example including allocating stocks. Stocks will be allocated to portfolio. Different types of stocks will be allocated like L&T, Infosys, TCS, Reliance. So these are the stocks will be allocated using numerical value, that is called integer programming. Allocating personnel to job, we will allocate business personnel to job. Allocating type of crops, which type of crops will be used in the farmland. So this is the example of linear programming. Next prescriptive analytic model is non-linear optimization. So large scale large class of methodologies. That non-linear optimization is a large class of methodology, and the algorithm is used to analyze. It will analyze the algorithm and solve the optimal problem. You will get the optimal problem or non-linear optimal near optimal solution by using the data in non-linear way. That is called non-linear optimization. Next is decision analysis. Decision analysis where we will get the decision making problem, whether we will get the result in the form of yes or no. So it is a set of methodology or models used to analyze and guide decision making. When multiple choices are used for the decision in different decision environment, examples are selecting one from a set of computer system. There are different computer systems like truck or site location for the series facility. Next is case studies. A learning and it provides practical example. Case studies are different type of studies will be used in the decision making. There are different type of learning and it provides practical experience by offering different type of hypothetical case studies. We have to prepare different type of case studies for the business analysis application. For example, case studies to simulate the loans. We will make the case study for simulating the loans and challenges in actual problem solving. So actual problem solving will be done using decision analysis in prescriptive analytics. Last is prescriptive model is simulation. We have to make the model or simulate the product in business analytics. These methods can be used in the prescriptive analysis in situation where parameters are probabilistic. So parameters are like probabilistic or non-probabilistic will be used, non-linear too complex to use with other optimization method. Other models will be used like determining on linear behavior. We will use linear behavior in this simulation. So this is the example of prescriptive model. So these are, we have seen different types of prescriptive analytic models in detail. So a question will be asked, explain prescriptive analytic modeling in detail. So this is the main question which can be asked in GTU exam. So this is about the today's lecture. Thank you student. Stay tuned for further lecture series. In next lecture we will see about forecasting models. So what type of forecasting models are there? Qualitative or quantitative judgmental forecasting models and different forecasting techniques like in statistics like statistical forecasting model, and after that we will see about the Monte Carlo simulation in detail in unit 4.